Hello everyone. Welcome back to Spoken English Academy. Today, we're diving into a topic that resonates with almost everyone: setting and achieving big goals. We all have dreams, ambitions, and goals that we aspire to reach, whether they're related to our career, personal life, health, or relationships. But often the journey to these goals feels overwhelming, and that's when we start to wonder, how do I actually make this happen? The answer lies in taking small, consistent steps. These small actions may seem insignificant on their own, but together they lead to incredible progress. Today, I'm going to talk about why small steps are so powerful, how they help us build momentum, and how we can break down our big dreams into manageable actions. This approach can be life-changing. When we focus on one step at a time, we remove the fear and anxiety that comes with looking at the big picture. So, let's talk about how you can start today to turn your dreams into reality. Let's start by understanding why people often struggle with big goals. The biggest reason is simple: big goals feel too big. When we look at the whole journey, it's easy to feel intimidated. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain and looking up. The peak seems so far away. The climb looks exhausting. You start to wonder if you'll ever make it to the top. But if you focus on just taking one step, that first step doesn't feel impossible. You take another step and then another. Each small step brings you closer to the peak. Slowly but surely, you're making progress. The same principle applies to any goal in life. When we take small steps, we're breaking down our goals into achievable actions. Instead of focusing on the end result, we focus on what we can do right now. It's about taking control of the present, one small action at a time. Small steps are easy to manage, and over time, they lead to big results. So, how can you get started with small steps? One of the first things to do is to clearly define your goal. Many people have a general idea of what they want, but they don't spend time clarifying it. For example, let's say your goal is to get fit. That's a great goal, but it's very broad. What does getting fit mean to you? Is it about losing weight, building muscle, increasing your stamina, or improving your mental health? Once you know exactly what you want, it's easier to plan the steps to get there. After you define your goal, think about the smallest action you can take to move toward it. Maybe it's drinking an extra glass of water each day, or walking for 10 minutes. These small actions are the building blocks of success. They're easy to do, and they don't take much time. But over days, weeks, and months, these small actions add up. The next important part of taking small steps is consistency. Consistency is more important than intensity when it comes to achieving big goals. Let's say you want to improve your English speaking skills. If you try to study for 5 hours in one day, it might feel like too much. But if you practice for just 10 minutes each day, you're building a habit. Over time, those 10 minutes become a natural part of your day. Consistency helps us build habits, and habits make it easier to reach our goals. An important thing to remember is that progress isn't always visible. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean you're not moving forward. Think of a plant growing. When you plant a seed, you don't see the roots forming below the surface, but that doesn't mean they aren't growing. In the same way, your small efforts are building a foundation, even if you can't see it right away. Let's also talk about the power of tracking your progress. When you set a big goal, it's important to measure your steps along the way. For example, if you're trying to save money, keep a record of your savings each week. Tracking helps you see how far you've come, and it gives you a sense of accomplishment. Each small milestone becomes a reason to celebrate and stay motivated. Another tip is to break your goal into stages. Let's say you're working toward a career goal, like getting a promotion. You could break this down into stages. The first stage might be improving your skills. The second stage could be networking with colleagues. The third stage could be asking for feedback. Each stage is a small goal that brings you closer to your main goal. Don't forget to celebrate your small victories. We often focus so much on the end goal that we forget to appreciate the journey. But every time you complete a small step, you're building confidence. You're proving to yourself that you can do it. These small wins are important because they remind us of our progress and keep us motivated. Remember, achieving big goals isn't about perfection. It's okay to have setbacks. There will be days when you miss a step or face obstacles. That's normal, and it's all part of the process. What matters is that you keep going. Don't let one bad day make you give up on your goal. Every time you stumble, take it as a learning experience and keep moving forward. There's an old saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Big achievements take time, patience, and consistent effort. So be patient with yourself. Some days will be easy and some days will be hard, but every small step is bringing you closer to your goal. Let's also talk about the importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your actions, emotions, and desires in order to achieve something. When you're working toward a goal, self-discipline is essential. It helps you stay focused and avoid distractions. The more you practice self-discipline, the easier it becomes to stay on track. The journey to big goals isn't just about reaching the destination. It's also about personal growth. Each small step helps you become stronger, more resilient, and more confident. In the process, you're building skills, developing habits, and learning more about yourself. In a way, the journey itself is just as rewarding as the goal. To summarize, big goals require small steps. Define your goal, break it down, stay consistent, and track your progress. Celebrate your victories, practice self-discipline, and be patient with yourself. Remember, the journey to success is made up of thousands of small steps, each one building on the last. As we wrap up, I want to encourage each of you to start small. Whatever your goal may be, take that first step today. Don't worry about how far you have to go. Focus on what you can do right now and let the small steps guide you forward. Thank you for listening to Spoken English Academy. Remember, each small action you take brings you closer to your dreams. Let's continue to grow together, one step at a time. I hope this talk has inspired you and given you the confidence to chase your big goals. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Keep practicing your English, keep moving forward, and keep believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay motivated.